Be a part of Going In Raw today at patreon.com/Steven Larson. Starting at $1 a month, you can enjoy Going In Raw ad-free, gain access to the daily 30-minute Going In Raw post show, exclusive merchandise, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description.
Boys and girls, this is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and you're listening to Going In Raw, baby.
What's up, it's your girl Sasha Banks, the legit boss, and you're watching Going In Raw. You like that?
This is Shayna Baszler, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife,
Marie.
and you are going in SmackDown Live.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey guys, this is Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up? It's the moonwalking, trash talking princess of Staten Island. I want to remind you all that Mela is money, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hi, this is Shinsuke Nakamura. Just keep watching Going In the Raw.
This is the knockout artist, Cassius Ohno, and you're Going In Raw.
Hey, Rendo Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here, youtube.com/Steve and Larson, and available wherever fine podcasts are. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notify bell next to it, and make sure you're always getting your new Going In Raw content. In addition, today, about a couple hours ago while I was out on my jog, I posted on the community tab a question thread for today's episode.
Yeah.
So if you're subscribed and have that notification turned on, hopefully you'll get the community tab notification whenever we ask for questions. You'll be more part of Going In Raw. We're also available in the audio realm. That
excites you?
Maybe a little bit. We'll get to that in a second. In the audio realm, be sure to leave us a rating, review, or a comment. And be sure to subscribe to Going In Raw using whatever audio podcast app you're using. In the audio realm, we're also on Patreon at patreon.com/Steven Larson. There's a variety of reward tiers. I'm actually, today, you and I are going to talk a little bit about how we can beef up our Patreon over lunch today.
Where are we going to lunch at?
I don't know. I don't know. We got to fill some orders. I sent out a ton of those Undertaker shirts.
Yeah.
And then there's still like some more left to go.
Oh, you mean did them independent of me?
No.
The one
this was over the weekend because we had so many.
Yeah, we had a lot.
I hate going into the post office was just, 100 shirts.
Gotcha.
And being like, here. So, yeah, exactly. They always look at me like I'm a dick or something.
Well, it's
not good.
You're making the post office money by doing that.
A lot of it, I know.
I would think they'd be appreciative because that pays their salary.
No, man, I know it. It pays for my health. Like, my wife works for the post office. She hates it, though. She don't care. She's like, I don't have to like you. You take your money.
Yeah. Maybe does every time you have a large bundle of packages go to a different post office?
I do. I actually do spread the love.
All right.
I do. I go to the one across the street.
Yeah.
And then I'll go to the one near my house where our P.O. box is. Oh, we have some mail in that Rayleigh's bag over there.
All right.
We are on the Patreon. I wanted to give a shout out to our new patrons that subscribed over the weekend. Daniel Schilling, Matt Hurlbert, Going In Roth 69. How do you not love that? 60. They put a 69. Going In Raw FF 69.
Oh, okay. I heard Roth.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't know what that was.
I don't know if it's supposed to be Roth or Raw FF. Oscar, why not give y'all money more? Shade Smith, I'm back. Eddie Jose Guevara Menivar.
Oh, yeah, I recognize that name.
And this one is interesting. We just got one this morning about 2 hours ago. Drake Quinn for Fun Wrestling. A new $5 patron.
Is he lobbying? Is he a fan of Fun Wrestling, or is he lobbying for a spot in Fun Wrestling?
I think it's the second one. I think we might have an opportunity.
Is he trying to grease some palms to get into Fun Wrestling?
Pay for play, baby. That's what this is.
I don't think that's illegal. That's what got the music industry in trouble all those years back.
Nah, man, we're above pay for play. Look, y'all want to be in WCW?
That might work in WCW. We're a merit-based system in Fun Wrestling.
No way, man.
You gotta look good. You gotta play well.
Yeah.
And you gotta have a cool moveset. That's what will get you in.
Listen, $10 Patreon right into WCW. We just got a brand new Bo Wang is in the house.
Thank you, everybody.
Patreon. Thanks, everybody. Absolutely, man. Oh, are you kidding me? Pay for play
Roster
W
spots
Steve
the
W.
highest bidder.
Yes, you got that right.
Goodness.
You have that absolutely right.
My goodness.
Are you formulating story ideas for fun wrestling?
In all honesty, I haven't had time to do any of that.
Let's kick this off, man. November.
No, I'm all about it, but here's the thing. Like, anyways, I don't want to get into it.
The deadline is November 15th.
Oh, okay, that's time.
You have 10 days to create your characters and it's only on the PS4. I know we're going to make a lot of Xbox people mad. I'm sorry. Get a PS4. They're cheap. We're heading towards the tail end of this generation, I think. They're fairly cheap. Get a PS4. Hashtag Going In Raw Community Creations. And then we're going to have a draft. We're going to have a match to determine who number one contender.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a draft. I've already even done my arena. WCW Arena. It's got Stonehenge and a castle in it.
I think my PlayStation's over there somewhere. I ain't had a chance to turn it on since we moved to this office.
Oh, man, it's all good. It's all good.
I
Today's Monday. I'll do orders. You work on your arena.
We need to do orders together. We got 10 days. I got time to make that arena. It takes 10 minutes. Arena takes no time. Is there a new WCW logo or is it vintage?
OG.
Legacy? Okay.
Legacy.
All right.
We even got a hot storyline ready to go involving murder.
What a surprise.
It's going to be great.
Bribery, murder.
Oh, man. Corruption. Are you kidding me? There's one thing I've learned over this past couple of years. Corruption's where it's at.
You mean to cover it or be on the receiving end of it?
Just to benefit from it.
Yeah, it'll catch up to you.
Let's get some of these super chats
yes,
out of the way.
Zach Stolpa, the devil. The Crow, should the Elite stay far, far away from WWE? We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Oh, that's weird.
What?
My next one was Steve is Undisputed. Says, should the Elite stay far, far, far away from WWE? We're going to talk about that in a little bit here.
Well, see, this is the Crow. It's the same one, just different names.
Oh, he changed his name. That's weird.
It is weird. Joe Juarez, hey, boyos, what a week of New Japan we had. We'll get to that soon, too. Matt Knight, WWE wants the devil T-shirt all over print 666. Maybe that's what we should do is a limited run devil T-shirt, 666 shirts.
Technically, that's a Seinfeld reference. I'm not sure we're allowed to do that. Are we allowed to do that? I mean, I know people on Redbubble do that stuff all the time, but I'd like to think we're above
Have you
the
seen
fray.
some of the shirts on our stores?
Yeah, this is terrible.
So this isn't that large of a leap. Steve is Undisputed, or should they all join the Undisputed Era in NXT and take the main roster over as one cohesive unit? Again, we'll talk about that in a little bit. Burning Fortress, I miss Steve's Maurice impressions. It was legit.
I miss Steve's Maurice impression. It was legit.
Brendan Lastenham, 4:20 a.m. live stream. Nice.
Alto, thanks for making my Uber shifts fly by with these live streams.
Sure thing.
Brandon Lucela, are you guys going to talk about the Wrestle Kingdom 13 card?
It's on
That's
the card.
That's why Naito's in the thumbnail, because we're going to talk about some Wrestle Kingdom today as well.
Burning Fortress. Steve's checking his Twitter again during the show. Were you looking at your Twitter?
No, I wasn't. I was reading the patrons.
Yeah.
I have to look at the Twitter at some point, though, because we got a bunch of questions there.
No, Steve's on task. It's fine.
Burning Fortress not confirmed now, not going to be in WCW. That's for sure.
Wow, if you bust Steve's balls, not in WCW.
Ooh, I don't care how much pay for play. Well, it's just going to cost you more.
I guess so.
Exactly.
BreakingControllers.com, having a super hard time finding motivation to create content for my site. Any advice? What do you guys do when you feel unmotivated?
Ooh, what a good question.
Power through.
Yeah. Just go for a nice long walk, like towards the evening hours. Get some fresh
Whatever
air.
you normally
in
do, if there is a thing you do to clear your mind and allow inspiration to take hold, just do that.
Just zone out and like you said.
I've had some of my best ideas while I'm doing mundane tasks, like brushing my teeth.
Yeah.
Because I'm not thinking about anything other than getting my teeth clean.
I got that basketball hoop in my backyard. If I just shoot hoops,
the
ideas just
Go
start
bowling.
flowing. Yeah. Well, that requires like intense.
Quiet Wyatt Designs, back from cruise, friendo package received. Man, I missed you guys.
We missed you too. You know, we put your sticker up here on the thing.
Cruises are fun. You ever been on a cruise?
No.
Oh. No. The professor.
The professor.
JT Hosak. He's back with a super chat. Thank you, Professor.
Let's talk about this Elite stuff first.
Oh, okay. You want to do that first?
Yeah, I don't really care about Triple H's injury. We'll talk about it in a second.
He's hurt. It might have a domino effect on Mania. Anyways, so from the Barn Burner podcast, and these transcripts are courtesy of Ringside News.
And we like Barn Burner. It's a Brad. It's a Brad Shepard. No.
Brad Shepard, I think, involved with the website.
Oh, okay.
Barn Burner is a Joe Pisich guy.
Oh, okay, all right. I don't recall there's been a lot of BS from them. I think usually it's fairly on point for the most part. isn't it?
I don't know.
I think you should say, yeah, it's totally great.
I don't know.
We're about to source them here.
We're going to source them. We sourced them before, but I don't know. I can't attest to their track record without looking at it in full. Anyway, this is what the Barn Burner podcast had to say. Quote, Cody Rhodes, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, they're all free agents in January. WWE, because of Roman Reigns being out with the leukemia, have made, or it says with the series leukemia, but I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
Have made or are about to make a huge offer to not one, but all of them. It's a deal where everyone is making the same.
Maybe they meant with Sirius.
Sirius, I thought that too.
Yeah.
So I read this and I was like, okay, all right, this makes sense until that last sentence. It's a deal where everybody is making the same. Hangman Page is great.
Well, he's not named here. Cody, the Young Bucks, and Kenny Omega.
Point. Okay, fair point.
Because, what you're about to say is true. Man, you're about to run down Hangman Page.
No, I'm not.
Continue that thought.
Hangman Page.
Great, but
he's not on the same level as Kenny Omega or Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks. So they're not going to pay Hangman Page the same as Kenny Omega.
Yeah, you're right about that.
But he wasn't mentioned, so.
But they really like him.
Oh, I know, and he's really
likes
good,
him.
and he's young, and he's got a bright future ahead of him.
Yeah.
And at some point, he'll be making the huge bucks.
So Dave Meltzer said $3 million gets the job done. Pay for play. $3 million.
That's a very specific number for him to pull out of the ether. So.
Oh man, that is kind of interesting though. We did have a question last week, and I forget whom, but they did say with Roman Reigns being out, do you feel that WWE will have more pressure now? Will they feel more pressure to get the Elite? It's so funny because we're talking about this right now. We're going to talk about the Brock Lesnar thing, how he apparently has a new sweetheart deal with the WWE.
He's always had a sweetheart deal with the WWE.
Yeah, but he didn't re-sign.
No.
With that last one. Now he's got a new contract, in the last week.
For 2 appearances, I know.
Oh, did it just say 2 appearances? I didn't know it was a 2 appearances thing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But Roman's out, right? So now they're going to throw... Did Roman make that... Look, and I like Roman, but did he make that much of a difference that it's like, oh my God, now we have to throw tons of money at Brock Lesnar, another guy who people are enthusiastic about, I guess?
That I don't know.
We got to throw all this money. The thing about throwing a bunch of money at the Elite is this. Your product has no buzz behind it. It has zero buzz.
Especially after Crown Jewel, it's negative buzz.
It's just weird buzz. I wouldn't say it's bad buzz. I'm saying I think it's weird buzz.
I think there was some negative buzz coming out of Crown Jewel because the show I didn't watch it.
It was shock confusion buzz.
It seems so weird.
That's what I'm saying.
But you can, it's a weird, nonsensical show that can create negative buzz.
There was a lot of people on Twitter. I saw a lot of responses on Twitter just from the, looking at the hashtag Crown Jewel and just in our comments. A lot of people said it was. Even Simon Miller said it was a fun show because of how weird it was, I
saw one person say it was entering so bad as good territory. But I heard
that's not bad
but then
buzz.
I heard a lot of people saying it was garbage. This show sucks.
Oh yeah, a lot of people said that.
So,
but I'm just saying, I don't know, coming out of it, I feel like we're just sort of at the same place we were. Not a lot of buzz behind the product.
Storyline, yeah.
I mean, I guess people might be tuning in for this Shane thing. What are they going to do from here? Because it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing, and weird things make people want to tune in. At least there's some buzz behind the weirdness.
Weird things either make people tune in or alienate them completely.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, we'll see. I guess the ratings will be sort of the proof of that. If people are just going to completely tune out, or if they're going to be like, okay, well, that was really weird, so let's see what they're going to do next. I mean, the Brock thing did take everybody by surprise, I think, right?
I mean, how many times have we said never bet against Brock Lesnar?
Yeah, but at a certain point, you should bet against him.
You would think so.
I felt like it was going to be a crown jewel.
You think so?
But I guess not. I don't know.
I don't know either.
The bottom line is this, though. They need to stop worrying about, we need to figure out how to fill the Roman Reigns hole. You need to figure out how to fill the people don't give a damn hole.
Yeah.
That's the biggest indicator is just the ratings. I'm sure, here's the thing. I have no doubt in my mind that when the ratings come out, when the network ratings come out on Thursday, when Dave Meltzer publishes them Wednesday night, Thursday morning, Crown Jewel's going to be number one. We're not going to have any numbers to take a look at that versus Evolution, which was number one.
Mm-hmm.
But Crown Jewel's going to be number one because of how flipping crazy. People were talking about that all weekend. It was crazy. It was such a weird show.
It was a weird show.
Most of our questions are, what is this going, like, what do you guys think about the Shane McMahon thing? It's really weird. Yeah. I have kind of a theory, but it's also been sort of countered by the WWE social media activity this past weekend. Because it was a show they did. My theory was this. They put on a show where they really don't have to reference it ever again.
Yeah.
Shane McMahon winning, he's not a wrestler, so it's not like he's going to have some like highlight package of, well, what's, let's take a look at Seth Rollins' highlights. One of the things he did was win best in the world of all time, right? Shane McMahon, they don't really have to do that for him. They don't have to reference this ever again. There's no way. They don't have to.
They don't have to.
Brock Lesnar, he's won that Universal title. This is the second time winning it. He had it for the longest time. Who cares? He's going to lose it soon anyways. Like, maybe. I feel that maybe they did it, but then like their social media was like blowing up, trying to get people more, to watch over the weekend.
Yeah, I know.
They did keep on referencing it.
I feel like the Shane McMahon thing services pretty much one thing, and that's just Survivor Series.
Yeah. Okay.
To give us a kind of heel-ish Shane McMahon leading into Survivor Series.
Yeah, that could be.
And after Survivor Series, I'm hoping, because the last time a Shane storyline dominated SmackDown, it dragged down SmackDown to the worst depths it's been in since the brand split.
Yeah.
So hopefully this is just a Survivor Series thing.
Yeah.
And that's the extent of it.
That could be.
I'm hoping. But we're getting off track. All right, say this comes to fruition. $3 million checks for each one of these guys.
Yeah.
Do you even want them in WWE at this point?
Sure.
Yeah. I sure as heck don't.
Yes, I do. Business reasons. It'll boost our product.
Yeah, a bit.
Because here's the thing. This is the thing. Honest to God. Like, one way I can tell enthusiasm down is you look at the WWE ratings, they're garbage. You look at the views, not just on our show, but across the board wrestling, people care less. When we put up the poll that says, how did you like Raw this week?
And half the people say they didn't watch.
And half the people say I didn't watch. Enthusiasm is down. So, yeah, it helps us. Number two, yeah, I kind of do, because it's the biggest stage. Let's see if they can inject some entertainment. Let's see if creative can do something fun with them. If not, in 3 years, they're going to be gone. So who cares? So, yeah, of course I want them in WWE. We've seen everything they can do. What else are they going to do?
All in two, double or nothing. Two shows 1 year.
It's just the same thing as they did last year. Who cares?
But they're going to do it twice and better. Just you watch.
They're going to do it oh, okay.
They're going to have a show from outer space or something. That would be impressive. Get 10,000 people in outer space for a wrestling show, yeah?
Would you do that? Would you go? I'm not huge on... I love the idea of space travel. I'm not huge on actually doing it.
It depends on the value proposition, really.
Like, if you're a super billionaire, would you have the itch to go to space?
Well, if I was a super billionaire, yeah, but I'm not.
You would, though?
I would consider it, man.
It's terrifying, man.
Oh, it is.
But
that's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
We were, what was the name of that ship that blew up when we were kids?
Challenger, yeah.
We were Challenger kids.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I was at school.
Eee.
And we got back from, and then we were walking back from lunch, and we walked into, I think it was in third grade or something like that, second or third grade.
Yeah.
Turned the TV on. Sure enough, watch replays of that space shuttle blowing up.
Oh, horrible. There was a teacher on there.
I know.
Man, oh, man.
But
yeah, I don't want to do anything.
It's outer space, man.
Yeah. All in space, too.
Yeah. All in outer space.
All out space.
All in outer space.
Anyways.
Have a wrestling show on the moon. That'd be awesome.
So, yeah, no, I'm totally down with that. What do you guys want? You guys want to see one elite to WWE, two no?
I'd rather see them see what they can do with this momentum after All In, what they can do on their own. I'd be more interested in seeing that.
2, 1. They're about to start rolling in here. Fairly even split right now.
A lot of twos, though.
Wow. Well, yeah, but look at that. A bunch of ones.
That's interesting.
There's 3. That's weird. Wow, it is actually fairly split. I'll have to put... Oh, look. Well, that's the same person. Sophie, stop putting one.
Spamming ones.
Pretty split, though.
Yeah.
One guy says 420.
Interesting.
Anyway.
Let's talk about this Triple H injury. Because while, injury to a part-time wrestler isn't really going to your usual part-time wrestler, really probably wouldn't affect a whole lot unless it was Brock Lesnar.
I'm more freaked out about how this might affect NXT. I need him overseeing.
I don't think that's going to change anything, man. As soon as he gets out of surgery, he's on his laptop booking the next round of TV.
At the shows.
They'll schedule the surgery, so he's at all the shows. Don't worry about it. So WWE issued a report after Crown Jewel, which confirmed that Triple H was injured during his match at the show, stating, quote, during the epic showdown between DX Suckett and the Brothers of Destruction, rest in peace, at WWE Crown Jewel, Triple H sustained what appears to be a torn pectoral muscle, WWE.com has learned. As a result, the game plans to return to the United States this week to undergo surgical repair. PW Insider confirmed that Triple H was heading back to the States to seek treatment. And it seems like Triple H's injury could have a snowball effect on creative going forward. Wrestling Observer notes that given the recovery time for a torn pectoral, which, unless you're John Cena, takes about 9 months, it's probably safe to rule out Triple H for Mania, meaning no match against Batista, which is a bummer. I was hoping that would happen.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
WrestleVotes notes that, quote, as far as the rumored HBK versus Taker matchup, I'm told that the Triple H injury now has things in question. As said before, Triple H was willing to work a match or two after Saudi Arabia if all went well. I can't be sure at this point if, quote, all went well.
Then there's the question of whether or not HBK would want to work another match. In an interview after Crown Jewel, he says, my goodness, obviously this whole day has been anxious, nerves, and everything else. Once I got in there, though, with everybody, it was fun. It was comfortable. I don't know. I did a few things, get a little warm, and you just forget just how tough this is on your body. I'll be feeling it for the next several days. It will be a very good reminder of why I didn't do it for 8 years and why I'm not going to do it again if I can possibly help it.
Yeah, it's a huge caveat there.
That's a big
Is something going to draw him back in?
I know.
It's going to be the Michael Corleone situation.
Back in.
Yeah.
That I don't want to do. You want to see HBK back in WWE? No. That's a 2.
Although apparently
that's a 2 for me.
Apparently his performance was pretty good in Crown Jewel, is what I heard. Like he comported himself, not like the HBK of old, but he had to put forth a good showing.
Yeah. No, man, I saw him. I don't know. I guess if it's against like AJ Styles,
Seth Rollins,
something
like that.
Well, Seth's gonna have Dean
probably, but yeah, it's hard to turn that down.
Yeah, I guess.
But if this is all building up to HBK versus Undertaker at Mania,
see, that's the thing.
That's a hard pass.
That's a hard nay right there.
We've seen that several times.
They almost flipping dropped him on his head when he did that moonsault. I saw that bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'm not huge on that. He's so old.
He is old. Against the right opponent, but I want to see him against Undertaker for the 3rd time at Mania. We've seen the previous 2 matches are classics.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we need to see it again?
Yeah, we don't really.
We don't. Unless it's like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, then no.
Yeah.
HBK is my favorite wrestler ever, probably.
Yeah.
But unless it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, no. We've seen him versus Undertaker several times. We don't need to see it again.
Sean, just can't do it again. My hip hurts, man. So, yeah, not good.
Hopefully, let's go back to NXT and impart his wisdom upon the talents there.
Give him a flipping match against Ciampa at a takeover.
See, that'd be good. Or Gargano.
Yeah. Or both of them. Triple threat match.
There you go. Tag match.
Can we make
Heel DIY versus Aleister Black and HBK.
No, man. I want like a straight up title match where HBK becomes new NXT champion.
Goodness.
That'd be great.
Developmental.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. DXT.
Yeah, there you go. Instead of degeneration, it stands for developmental.
Developmental X.
There you go.
So stupid. Oh man. Yeah. I was looking forward to. Let me ask this. I think somebody actually asked us later on in our questions, so I'll give them credit where credit's due. But
all right.
No Triple H versus Batista. Do you think that rules out Batista totally?
I don't think totally, but he had been lobbying.
He really wanted Triple H
for a Triple H program.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he would necessarily be interested in doing anything other than that.
All right, let's speculate then, or let's take a look. Power rank. Who is out there in WWE?
Randall Orton.
Oh God, no! Don't do no.
It makes sense.
That makes sense.
Ric Flair.
That's even worse. I think you can get worse.
Who's the modern day Batista? Who's the Batista in WWE now? There's not anybody really like him.
Okay, well, look at new Evolution.
Yeah.
What about Samoa Joe? Samoa Joe versus Batista. That could be cool.
Yeah, that could be cool.
That's a good one, right?
That'd be all right.
What about over on Raw? Who's on Raw? Jinder Mahal.
Did Batista and Lashley ever have a thing? Or they never, their times in WWE never really overlap?
I think it did, but I
think
don't know if
had
they
a
ever had a
program.
thing. I don't know if they had a
That
thing.
could be good.
Maybe. That could be good. I want like somebody from the new generation, though. The new crop.
Lars Sullivan.
Cassius Ono. He can call Batista a new toy. Oh, Vince, it's your new toy.
How about this? Batista versus Keith Lee.
That's really good. Ooh, what about Batista versus Leo Rush?
That'd be interesting.
Lashley.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It seems like it's Triple H or bust for Batista.
Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens.
But we'll wait and see if he's going to be back in time for Mania.
See what chat says here.
Lashley.
This guy says Trashly. That's rude.
Demon Balor.
Lex Luger.
Stolpa says Lashley.
Yeah. Mandy Rose. There you go.
What about Batista and Sheamus?
I like Subgum here misspelled Sheamus. Anyways,
we got a bit of business to address, Steve. Let's get to it.
Yes. Before we continue, here's a word from our sponsor, forhims.com. Hey, Larson.
Yeah. 2
out of 3 men start losing their hair by the age of 35. Just like you. I feel bad saying that now. You got to take that out of the script.
No, that's good. It's the truth, man. And if you're noticing a receding hairline or a bald spot, why try odd solutions, or worse yet, do nothing when you can turn to medicine and science by going to forhims.com. Hims is the destination for hair loss, skincare, and sexual wellness for men.
Nice. Larson, tell me, do you still need to waste time sitting around a waiting room just to go in for an awkward doctor's visit to get yourself some Hims?
No, you don't.
Good.
Hims offers real doctors, medical-grade solutions to deal with hair loss. Just go to forhims.com, answer a few questions. The doctor will look over your order, and bam, products are shipped directly to your door.
And right now, Going In Raw listeners can get a trial months of Hims for only $5 right now while supplies last. Go to forhims.com/GIR. That's forhims.com/GIR.
Sorry, hold on. Again, we'd like to thank forhims.com for sponsoring today's episode. You're really helping out Going In Raw by going to forhims.com/GIR.
Absolutely. So I mentioned earlier, Brock Lesnar has a new contract, a full-time, full schedule, full travel schedule contract.
That's actually incorrect.
He's out of the UFC. Well, what is this all about? What's Dave Meltzer saying about Brock Lesnar's current contract
This is
situation?
what he has to
here,
say.
Larson?
This is a transcript courtesy of Ringside News. Quote, his contract with WWE, the new one, because they just signed a new one. I guess it would be in the last week, because the deal was when Roman went down, Vince backed up the Brinks money truck and felt they needed Brock.
They don't.
They don't. Brock's last date was going to be Crown Jewel. Roman Reigns was going to win that match. That was the plan, but Roman Reigns is out. As soon as Roman Reigns was out, I assumed they'd go with Strowman to win. They didn't. They went with Brock because they figured Brock would go right into fighting camp, but Vince gave him a sweetheart deal because you always know there's a chance, and he does not have a deal with the UFC. Lesnar's price with UFC probably increases every time his price with WWE increases, but it's not an exclusive deal that he signed with WWE. In this deal, he can do UFC anytime he wants. So he wants to do March 2nd. He can do March 2nd for UFC.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently it's just for two days.
Oh, so that was also in the.
I don't remember if it was in Meltzer's thing, but I read that elsewhere. Sorry.
Okay.
That it was just for, or looking like it was just gonna be for Survivor Series against AJ, and I guess whenever he drops the title.
Okay. Huh.
So probably Mania.
All right. Gee, golly. Once we think
I don't
it's
know why they insist on doing this
done
thing where someone has to beat Brock at Mania for the title.
Well, that's a question we have also from somebody. We'll get to that when we get to that question.
Like, what does it matter?
Screw it. We'll get to it now. Does it even make it? Like, does anybody care? Like, is there really some sort of magic potion that, like, all of a sudden somebody gets superpowers if they beat Brock Lesnar clean?
I mean, I think that's the idea of why they had Brock beat The Undertaker at Mania, because then he won the streak.
And that would have like totally made sense.
Yeah. And if Roman had beat him at WrestleMania 31, he would have got the streak. I get that.
Yeah.
But you know what kind of torpedoed all that?
The last 4 years.
Goldberg beating Lesnar in a minute and a half.
Yeah, that too. Although I'll be honest, that did make Goldberg look super powerful.
Oh, I know.
You know?
I know.
So there was, it's now whoever beats Goldberg, I guess, which was Brock.
Yeah.
So Brock stole it back.
Kind of.
Then it just fizzles out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's kind of what happened.
By this point, it's been 4 years. It's just poof.
Yeah.
dithers away.
Yeah. Like nobody cares.
Nobody cares anymore. I mean, now do they want a coronation moment for Braun?
Well, I think that is
that what it is?
I do think that Braun sort of being the obvious guy. Well, that was also one thing that I had about Crown Jewel is nobody
really
really
want his title win associated with that show.
Yeah, like nobody really cares about Brock.
I get that.
Braun winning is a big deal.
Yeah.
So, having Braun do it at Mania or Rumble or somewhere.
But like, if that's the plan, then do something so Braun doesn't lose in 3 minutes.
People just want that damn title on Raw to be defended. Like freaking defend it on Raw. Mm-hmm. Like just do something fun on Raw, so we can talk about fun stuff on Raw.
Is there another way they could have booked that match? Yes, there is. Where Braun doesn't eat a pin in 3 minutes. Sure, he got hit with the belt, took five F5s. Still, if we want to get behind this guy, we don't want to see him lose. Not like that.
I know.
Not in pretty much a glorified squash. I don't think he got any offense off.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't watch it, so I don't really know. I mean, he got hit in the head with a freaking belt, kicked out of 4 F5s and ate a fifth one.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty strong.
It is. Nonetheless,
Strong
it's just a disappointing showing.
I think here's the thing. If they really want to do, I think they can. I think the streak thing, I think the Brock thing does kind of mean something. If Braun beats him clean, I think it does kind of mean something because they're so just if you pay attention to the backstage stuff, like how much money they throw at Brock, how big of a deal they think he is.
Even when Roman won, it was the most convoluted fashion possible.
Yeah, I know, and that's the thing. But then they were gonna have Roman win clean
at Crown Jewel, yeah. And then Brock was gonna ride off into the sunset.
At any point, was Roman gonna beat Brock in a one-on-one? I'm fighting you. There's no Braun milling about over here.
Doesn't seem like it.
And then he just is a big giant distraction.
Doesn't seem like it.
At some was Roman gonna get that? If they love Roman so much, if they want, oh my God, Roman's gone, so now we got to throw all this money at the people that they want to see in WWE that might actually create some buzz. We got to back up the Brinks truck for Brock. Why didn't they ever just have Roman beat Brock straight up one-on-one? If it's that big of a deal, why not just do that?
Man, there's a lot of questions I could ask.
So weird.
There's a lot of questions
We're
I can
in
ask.
this really weird phase where I just think Vince is super old.
It's that, and I feel like maybe there's too many cooks in the kitchen, but then Vince has final say. Somebody's
is the one
seriously
cook,
overthinking everything.
Vince is
It's
the
really
cook.
simple. You build up your guy. He beats Lesnar one-on-one, and that's it.
Yeah, man.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Speaking about Brock and UFC, what's his status? Who knows? He wasn't at UFC 230, but after Daniel Cormier's victory over Derek Lewis, DC called out the newly crowned Universal Champ, saying, "Brock Lesnar, when you come," I mean, it's like an exclamation point here.
Good, yeah, no.
Bring that brand new WWE title too. I feel like being a WWE champion too. Let's go, Brock. Bring that belt with you if you come to my house. So apparently we're gonna have a dual title defense: title versus title, champion versus champion.
Did you see that really cool image that somebody put on Twitter? Maybe it was DC, of him wearing the 2 UFC titles he has and the Universal title. Look pretty cool.
Yeah.
He seems like a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I like DC.
Yeah.
ESPN's Brett Okamoto spoke to Dana White. That's the guy that runs the UFC.
That's the guy who runs it.
And Dana told him, quote, Dana told him that, quote, he has not talked to Brock Lesnar tonight and hasn't talked to him in a while. Says he still believes everything is in order for Lesnar to fight Cormier in 2019, though. I mean, I guess it should happen.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like Brock, I don't know. I think Brock knows that he's going to get a big payday. He'll have his Brock's not going to, there's no way Brock's not going to win this thing.
I would be surprised. I'd be very surprised.
How serious do you think Brock has taken his UFC fight? Like there's Brock from way back in the day when he went to the UFC and he had something to prove.
Serious enough that he can maybe get another fight and get a larger paycheck. I believe he enjoys fighting.
I think he does too.
But I also know that he enjoys making money.
Yeah.
So I think he's training. I mean, we've seen the fruits of his training.
Sure.
He looks slimmer.
Yeah.
It seems obvious he's in fight camp.
Yeah.
Because he's in far better shape than he was a year ago.
That's true.
Seems.
Yeah.
So I think he's taking it seriously enough.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know what he thinks his odds are of winning. But if the end result is not so much, hey, I want to be heavyweight champion, is I want to get a few more fights in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I mean, if you're gonna walk into something like for yourself, if you have a one-on-one basketball matchup against LeBron James, right? You know, in your heart of hearts, that you have no chance whatsoever.
Yeah.
You're gonna try to make yourself not look like an absolute fool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, but
nonetheless, I'm gonna come up way short.
Right. But then if you had a match against somebody who you thought, hey, you might have a chance against, like this guy, or even Hilton, who maybe, if he's got a bad back on that day, which is like half his days these days.
Yeah, he does have a bad back.
You might have a good chance, and you can win even more money.
Uh-huh.
You would probably take it a little more seriously, right? Maybe?
Depends how it all depends on how competitive the person is. Like if faced with the steeper, because you see some people and some teams, they will fight to the level of their competition. If they're faced with an opponent who overmatches them, they step up their game.
I guess my thing is
if they're faced with an opponent who is on par or worse with them, it's weird how you see these teams, especially where they're in these games against teams that they should destroy, and they struggle.
Yeah. I guess my point is this: like,
I understand your point. If it's a surefire victory,
we're in this thing where Brock has to know he shouldn't be a ranked fighter. And yet they're going to have him in a match against like the best fighter on the planet right now, right? Mm-hmm. So, but that's why, like, the fact that he knows he's not going to win, so that's why he's able to dick around in the WWE here and there.
Yeah, maybe.
If he was super serious about it, I don't think he'd be dicking around in the WWE.
Yeah, maybe not.
Maybe he would. I don't know.
But if you're making mid to high six figures,
and you
per
can do it,
appearance,
yeah, I guess. So.
And you only got to show up a couple times, and you're confident enough that you're not going to hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Doing it, then why not?
But given that big dude 5F5s,
I know. That's a lot of deadlifting.
I don't know, man.
A lot of squats.
The world's going crazy.
It really is.
It really is.
Let's talk Wrestle Kingdom because it's taking shape, Steve.
Yeah. All the matches we figured would happen are basically happening, yes.
Yes.
Correct.
So here's what was announced, I believe this morning or late yesterday.
Are we going to do a reaction stream? Yes. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do that January 4th.
Yeah.
So the late night 3rd.
Yeah.
We're going to...
Yeah, check what day. I think it was a Thursday last year. So it'll be Friday.
Oh, Friday's not bad.
Anyways, so here are the matches announced. So joining the main event.
Late night Thursday.
Oh, Thursday. Okay. Joining the main event of Kenny Omega versus Hiroshi Tanahashi for the IWGP Heavyweight title are the following matches. Kanemaru and El Desperado taking on Yo and Sho. And Bushi and Takagi for the Junior Tag Championships.
Who has those now?
Kanemaru and Desperado, I believe.
Ooh, we just got a new $20 patron, Zach.
Thank you, Zach. Kushida versus Bone Soldier, Taiji Ishimori for the Junior Heavyweight title. That should be exceptional. Kazuchika Okada versus Jay White, as expected. This will be great. Okada loses, yay or nay?
It's got to be yay.
I kind of feel like it's a yay. It needs to happen.
Yeah. Jay White's hot.
He is. He needs a huge win like this.
And I think...
Especially after he lost to Tanahashi not too long ago.
Yeah, he does. We got to go over results for Power Struggle, too, right?
Oh, we should. Yeah, we'll do that, too, after this. And then Chris Jericho, who successfully defended the Intercontinental title against Evil at Power Struggle, is scheduled for a match against Naito. However, Jericho does not seem keen to face the leader of LIJ again. Of course, he defeated Naito for the Intercontinental title at Dominion, saying on Instagram, quote, "Hey, New Japan Pro Wrestling, just because you announce a match doesn't mean I have to accept it. Not approved!"
Not approved. Put stamp on it.
It needs a stamp.
Denied.
It needs a stamp.
Denied. Anyways, I think I did really good in the Power Struggle predictions thing.
Oh, really?
Considering I had no idea of what was going on. Just like the silly little ones. Like, again, my point is proven. The Never Open title, Goto won it again.
Yeah.
A title means less than nothing.
But then he called out Kota Ibushi.
Ooh, now it's going to mean something.
Yep. So,
wait, I'm going to bring up predictions from last time.
Taguchi Japan defeated the team of Jushin Thunder Liger.
Yeah, I called that one too.
Tiger Mask, Volador Jr., and Sobrano Jr.
But again, that was just like a super toss-up.
Yeah.
Was it on this one?
I think so. Yes.
All right. Let's see here.
Down the bottom. One more down.
I had Team Taguchi.
There you go. Point for
team,
Steve.
Yes.
Bullet Club defeated Great Bash Heel, we both called that. Mm-hmm. Chaos defeated Bullet Club.
Yeah.
Did not call that one.
Yeah. That's why I think Okada's going to lose.
Yeah.
At Wrestle Kingdom.
Golden Lovers defeated Tanahashi and Finley.
Ooh, I got that one wrong.
Ooh.
Got that one wrong. You're right.
I did.
Never.
Finley ate the pin.
Never bet on Dave Finley.
Nope. Roppongi 3K, Sho and Yo defeated Kanemaru and Desperado and LIJ.
Surprising.
Yeah, no.
So wait, is LIJ not going for the...
They are. It's the same match at Wrestle Kingdom for the titles. This is just the finals of the Junior Tag League.
All right, cool.
Goto defeated Taichi. You called that.
Called that one.
Ishii defeated Suzuki.
I called that one, but again, just like, who freaking knows?
Yeah, no. Naito.
It's not even a title that's in New Japan.
No. Naito defeated Zack Sabre Jr. We both called that.
We both called that one.
And then Jericho defeated Evil by submission.
All right, so like we basically tied, I think.
No, I think you won by one.
Or I did better.
You did better slightly.
Yay, me.
Good job, Steve.
Good job, me, for just pure guess.
What's your excitement level for Wrestle Kingdom right now?
Oh, man, are you kidding me? We get to sit here and live stream it and go...
I know, in complete exhaustion.
Oh, man, I don't know. Kenny Tanahashi should be really good.
Okada Jay White will be really good.
That'll be really good. Naito Jericho will be really good.
Mm-hmm. Their first match was shocking and...
Oh, man, no, it's off the charts, and I forget. Duh. It's Wrestle Kingdom, so we get the New Japan Rumble.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite match of the night.
Yeah.
Kicks things off, then I can take a nap. All right?
Sleepwalk through the rest of the show.
Is that how it works?
I think so.
No? I don't know. Anyways. So, yeah. Good job, me. Let's do a Raw preview, and then we'll answer some questions.
Yeah. First, the Monster Among Men on the warpath. Before the Universal Championship match at WWE Crown Jewel got underway, Baron Corbin drilled Braun Strowman in the back with the title, giving Brock Lesnar the early advantage. With a relentless succession of F5s, the Beast Incarnate kept the Monster Among Men down. I know. Among Men down for the 3 count, becoming WWE's first 2-time Universal Champion. Corbin had best keep his distance on Raw. Strowman would be looking for him to get these hands.
Ronda Rousey to respond to Becky Lynch's Survivor Series promise to rip her arm off. Raw is preparing. That's very literal. Raw is preparing to go head-to-head with SmackDown at Survivor Series in Los Angeles on Sunday, November 16th. And we already know that Universal Champion Brock Lesnar and WWE Champion AJ Styles will square off, while AJ Styles will lose again. Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey will face SmackDown Women's Champion Becky Lynch, while Raw's Intercontinental Champion Seth Rollins will clash with Team Blue's United States Champion Shinsuke Nakamura at WWE's annual Fall Classic. As the WWE Universe wait to see what other blockbuster matches await the Fall Classic. Actually, we already know. Paige announced that there's going to be a women's team Raw versus women's team SmackDown, which would obviously mean there's a Team Shane versus Team
Baron.
Hey. WWE.com has learned that Ronda Rousey will speak to Lynch's promise that she will rip her opponent's arm off. This is going to be very interesting tonight because people like Ronda. People like Becky more. Mm-hmm. So if Ronda comes out with a, screw Becky Lynch thing, it'll be kind of interesting to see if the crowd, with Becky not there, is the crowd going to have her proxy or if they're just going to be like, yeah, Ronda.
They are on tour overseas. Becky could be there. Natalya, Sasha Banks, and Bayley to battle the Riot Squad in a WWE Evolution rematch. 2 nights in a row this past week, the Riot Squad tasted bitter defeat. First, the tumultuous trio fell to Natalya, Sasha Banks, and Bayley in a 6-woman tag match at WWE Evolution. Then, teaming with Alicia Fox and Mickie James, they lost again to a 5-woman squad comprised of their Evolution foes and WWE Hall of Famers Trish Stratus and Lita. Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, and Sarah Logan don't take losing lightly, and they'll surely be out for Payback. It's a different pay-per-view. On Raw in Manchester, England, find out if they get it when they battle the Queen of Hearts, the Boss, and WWE's favorite huggable superstar in an Evolution rematch tonight.
Rollins and Ambrose are still Raw Tag Team Champions. Seth Rollins has vowed to make Dean Ambrose's life a living hell after he refused to explain his shocking October 22nd betrayal. Further complicating the issue is the fact that the Kingslayer and the Lunatic Fridge are currently co-holders of the Raw Tag Team titles. Since it seems unlikely that Rollins and Ambrose will function as a unit at any point in the near future or ever again, what does the future hold for Team Red's Tandem Championship? Speculate really quick, Larson. What the hell are they going to do with that?
Well, I mean...
Vacate and tournament?
Full disclosure, I read the spoiler what happened, so I'm not...
Oh, this has already been taped?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what people are talking about in spoilers in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, once we stop talking...
I'll let you know, yeah.
Yeah, let me know. Can you write it down for me really quick so I'm not... I'm just going to look it up.
Yeah. Will Nia Jax and Tamina cross paths once more? As Nia Jax battled Ember Moon this past Monday night, Tamina mysteriously entered the arena, causing a distraction that helped the Irresistible Force dominate and defeat the She-Nom with a leg drop. Following the match, Nia and Tamina had a tense stare down, leaving the WWE Universe wondering whether Nia has gained an ally or an enemy in the formidable second-generation superstar. Will they come face-to-face this week? I'll just do this next one.
Does Raw sound good from the spoilers you heard?
That's the only spoiler I saw.
Okay.
Finn Balor once again battled Bobby Lashley tonight. Following the completely deplorable actions of Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush last week, Finn Balor get an opportunity at redemption when he faces Lashley yet again tonight. Doesn't feel like they finished writing that entry. There's your Raw preview of a show that's happening right now in Manchester.
Uh-huh.
I feel like it's taking forever to get this one spoiler.
Yeah. I don't know what's going
I'll just
on.
tell you later. Let's take some questions. Burning Fortress. I'm sorry, Steve. I love Steve W. Thirsty man for life.
Wasn't he a player in WCW at one point?
Who?
Thirsty Man. Didn't he cross brands?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a Burning Fortress.
Sorry, Steve. I love WCW. Oh, Burning. He's doing a make good right there. He's
Yeah.
saying I'm sorry. Hey, no problem.
No,
you're back in Burning Fortress.
Gathered all that.
Absolutely.
Here, do you want to see what I was talking about?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Dad.
This will load.
This'll load.
Matthew Thomas, haven't listened to you guys in a long time because I find Larson to be a bit too critical of WWE. Sorry, a little too critical of WWE. I miss you guys and look forward to more content.
I feel you're a little too critical of my best friend. So, thank you for your support, though.
Well, yeah, thank you for your support.
Let's see here.
Chilluminati, baby. Spinach and kale ground turkey patties for lunch, trying to get fit and jacked.
Get jacked.
Too sweet to my guy, Steve, and a hearty handshake to Larson, who is undisputed. Oh, thank you, Chilluminati.
Jimmy Thomas here in Discord wants to see HBK versus AJ Styles, Seth Rollins, or Daniel Bryan.
See, that'll be good stuff.
All be really good. I'd be down with that.
Jonathan says bonus pay in 2 weeks. Can't buy 2K19 in time for draft. We'll sign free agents from time to time.
We'll sign free agents if they're really good.
Yeah. Quiet Wyatt Designs. Yes, I saw. Thank you. Put a sticker up. Where is it?
Below, down there, next to Shibata.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, we have some mail too. I'll get it.
Oh, cool. The Potato Jack Daddy ref, Rich Hardesty. Did you see Cormier's tweet to Brock? Is it a work? I didn't see his tweet, but I'm sure he's trying to antagonize the beast into showing up in UFC. Josh Little. Steve, we're able to go to the post office. Let's find out.
There's one more that might still be in my car.
Ooh. This looks like a book.
It does look like a book. There you go. It's from Amazon Fulfillment.
Oh, you need to write it, strike an address on there or anything?
This is from Thayer Thabata.
Thayer Thabata. Is it his Matt Chat question this week?
Yeah. No, but I voted on his Matt Chat question in the Friendoverse.
Oh, in the Friendoverse?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, the Book of Rules.
Oh, it's the Book of Rules. Thayer Thabata sent us the Book of Rules.
Oh. The comic book story of professional wrestling.
Oh, that's cool. Look at that.
Oh, that's neat.
Hey, friendos, I think you guys could use the official rule book so we can find out specifically how WWE contradicts themselves. This isn't being sent to you out of the goodness of my heart. This is a bribe. Thayer Saber Jr. for Digital Hates Champion.
Oh.
See?
This is the pay-to-play situation.
Pay to play. That's what you do.
See if it says who sent this to us. Oh, this is from Josh Little.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Josh.
Says, here's a little something that I thought you guys would think is pretty sweet. I tend not to go out a lot, but watching you guys really makes me feel part of the wrestling fan community. Thanks, friendos. Josh Little. Thank you so much, Josh.
Thank you. That's really kind of you.
This looks awesome.
I know.
This actually looks really, really cool.
This is rad.
Here, let me see that real quick.
It's all sort of like silly drawings and stuff in here.
Robbie Hyde with Roman down. Who has the most to gain? I thought it was Braun, but then he didn't win.
I know who has the most to lose. Apollo Crews, apparently.
Yeah.
This
doesn't really seem like
financially, Brock Lesnar, and Elias, because as much merch as he's been selling, as a face, he's going to sell like double that.
This doesn't seem to be a serious thing.
No, I don't think it is.
I thought there was actually a book of rules. It looks like someone's sketch pad.
Yeah, it does.
I was
Looks
gonna
like,
look up
a zine.
I was going to look up the rules for
It's like a collection of
for
zines.
the last man standing.
Oh, it's the last person who gets up.
No. But when the count starts. But there's not like an index in here. How am I supposed to find anything without an index? That's disappointing. Hugely disappointing. There's 99-cent super chat retracted.
Oh, I love when they're retracted.
Brendan Lostenham. Brock drops the title on Raw tonight. Thoughts? That's not a spoiler. I think he's just asking the possibility of it.
Oh, crap. Are you sure it's not a spoiler?
Well, I mean, I'm sure it would have made headlines by now if it had.
Oh, I got some more comments here on the thing I forgot. Oh, this is great. Biff Top Johnny says, looking at Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins' Twitter beef. So Seth Rollins said something like, to be the man, you got to beat the man. And Becky Lynch said, bring your cute little tights with the fire on them.
Yeah.
And I'll show you a thing or two. So Biff Top Johnny says, how close do you think WWE are to intergender matches?
Not.
More importantly, how close are we to Candice LeRae being
the attacker of Aleister
the
Black?
true attacker? So Candice LeRae versus Aleister Black. That'd be sick.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna
happen. No, Triple H is not a fan of intergender wrestling.
I mean, they've flirted with it. They've teased it. They've had a male on female interaction in the ring.
Yeah, and there's like limited intergender stuff in the mixed match challenge.
Yeah, but I think they're still a long ways off.
I don't really see a time when they're actually gonna do a full on match.
Yeah,
a one-on-one match.
I'll put it this way: if it becomes, I know it's not too controversial on the independent scene, although it still has its detractors. If it becomes such a normal thing on the independent scene, 10 years from now, I could see maybe them looking at it. But
yeah,
for right now, no, not anytime soon.
Yeah,
certainly. Kai Highwell, if Shane McMahon is the best in the world, where does that leave Okada?
Okada's on God tier. It's a separate whole other thing. He's not bound by titles of this mortal coil.
Yeah, no, man.
No, he's on some. It's like he's like the champion of the astral plane, man.
Mm-hmm.
Some spiritual stuff. Christian House. If something happened to Vince's family, I guess that would include Triple H. Which wrestler would be best to step up and lead the company, taking Vince's seat? Prayers up for the big dog. So the whole entire McMahon clan, something happens.
Yeah,
they're not going to be able to run the company anymore.
Yeah.
Which wrestler on the roster takes over?
Kevin Owens.
Yep, that's what I was going to say too.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens.
He seems like, he's got a super smart mind for stuff.
S8. Braun or Drew should beat Brock for the title. Yeah, it should happen at Crown Jewel.
Yeah, I agree with that. Let's see here. Cesar Reloaded. When do you think they'll call up the Dream, the Velveteen Dream?
After Mania maybe, but I don't see. He said something about their Gold Dust feud. I don't see that happening.
Oh, I don't see that. That's why I didn't even read it.
Sam Southall went to my first WWE live event in years on Saturday in Cardiff. Becky got the biggest pop. Surprisingly, the most heat went to the Colognes.
What?
Most surprising reactions at live events you've been to?
Hey, I'm sure they're happy to have gotten some reaction.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Most surprising reactions at live events you've been to. So, like, the two biggest reactions that I think we've been privy to has been All In and then the Raw after Mania with Roman, where he got...
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that was surprising necessarily, but it was sort of surprising in the amount of... Like the sheer volume.
The fervor of it.
Yeah, thank you. Canon SG, hello, friendos. I just wanted to say thank you for that charity live stream you did on Friday. We raised over $2,000 for St. Jude's Hospital. I am a pretty active member of the blind and visually impaired community in my home state of Wisconsin, and a lot of people with visual impairments also have other complications such as cancer or other life-threatening illnesses. St. Jude Children's Hospital has saved the lives of a good number of my friends in the past. I also want to thank you for all the work you do making professional wrestling accessible for those with visual impairments. Any of my friends who are watching, you know who you are. Show this community some love. Thanks again, boys. Too sweet and hearty handshake.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much. That
thank you.
Really warms the heart.
Mm-hmm. Steve is undisputed. Hurt and Burton for Steve W. Hurt and Burton. Keep that name in mind.
Oh, how much did he give?
$2.
Okay, well, gonna need a little more than that.
At least, well.
Oh no, that's only the one super chat. He did more up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hurt and Burton. All right, right
He's
here.
going to be in the draft pool for you.
Hurt and Burton.
All
Yeah,
right.
in the draft pool.
Brendan Lastenham. Who is the lunatic fridge, Steve?
It's Dean Ambrose, right? Isn't that what we call it? The lunatic fridge?
Dean Frigidaire.
Dean Frigidaire.
Josh Little, what do you think the reason New Japan is not more of a threat to WWE is because they need an awesome app? I mean, if their network, if New Japan World was, the UI was better.
I think it would help. It would help, but it's WWE.
WWE, here in the States, they are to wrestling what Kleenex is to facial tissue and
Xerox is to copy machines.
Yeah. So it's they gotta make a lot of inroads to start cracking into WWE's market share. The Dane Mantrain Universe mode. If you think Larson is too critical of WWE, then you haven't watched WWE Too Sweet Hearty Handshake.
Yeah, tell me about it. All right, here we go. On the Twitter, Raymond Earl Melius read a rumor that Shane won the Best in the World tournament because they might be setting up a CM Punk comeback. On a scale of 1, oh, he's not done. On a scale of 1 to 10, how full of shit is this rumor?
10.
10 being complete shit.
11. 50.
69.
100.
69. 69 is the right answer there.
666. It's
Yeah.
absolute BS.
Zero chance of that happening.
Alta, are you guys going to the NXT TV taping in San Jose? Steve is now intrigued by it.
Well, I clicked on the link and it said it sold out.
Oh, I guess we're not going
So
then.
maybe when they turned it to a TV taping, everybody in the San Jose area said,
Maybe.
"Ooh."
It's on a Thursday. That's hard for us.
That's rough. Man, TV taping. No, you know what, man? I want to go to a Full Sail taping.
There you go.
If I'm going to go to a TV taping, it's got to be Full Sail. Dalton, what's the most underwhelming title reign of 2018 so far? Jericho's IC title reign.
Lesnar's Universal
Oh,
title reign.
okay. Well, yeah, that's sort of...
Message lead by Alex C. There's a super chat here lead by Alex C.
Alex C said, no pay for play for you, pal.
Delete. Please draft the Freak Legion member. Sorry, it was an urgent message.
Hey, they look pretty good. They look pretty good on there. They look pretty good. So that's maybe.
I have to do some scouting. I have to check out what's out there.
And they're all very loyal patrons. So,
Yes.
again, pay for play. Freak Legion. It's a great name.
It is a good name.
Good crew, real life people.
Yeah.
It's good. The Last Martian. Should there be a prize for whichever brand wins? Yes. Should there be a prize for whichever brand wins the most matches at Survivor
Yeah.
Series? He said he was thinking the brand that wins gets the main event slot at WrestleMania.
David Schilling, good friendo David Schilling, was tweeting about that very scenario this morning. He thought the prize should be that brand gets the last spot in the Rumble.
Oh, yeah, that would be good. That'd be good because it's not that big of a deal, you know?
But
it's big enough.
It's enough of an advantage that...
And it's a little story bit. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
no, I like
that.
that.
That was a great idea. Quiet Wyatt Designs, keep an eye out for Muddy Burfy.
Sounds, well, yeah, $2. Quiet Wyatt also. He's been around a little while, kicked in a lot of pay-for-play super chats. Sent us some good merch.
Yeah.
Greasing the palms.
Yeah.
Justin Wern, since you guys refused to watch Crown Jewel, were there any other wrestling pay-per-view, WWE or not, that you wish you didn't have to watch?
We were doing Going in Raw viewed. Some of those WCW ones towards the tail end were just bad.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
Nothing that I wish I didn't have to watch.
Yeah, nothing that I regretted. So I'll say this, but I mean, just knowing that it was like part of the job. I'll say this. If we didn't do this for a living, there is a possibility that last year when the pay-per-views were brand exclusive, specific, some of them, especially when SmackDown was on rocky creative ground, I just probably would not have tuned in. Because they felt like glorified SmackDown
Yeah,
episodes.
they did.
This is a great question from Matt. Who's the kayfabe strongest in ring? Shane, Stephanie, or Vince?
Well, I mean, Shane just won the title of best in the world, so it's got to be Shane, right?
Vince is a former ECW champion. Did Vince win the WWE champion? But Shane is best in the world.
Right now, especially if we're talking about right now.
And he's known to be double hard because he does all the hardcore stuff.
Yeah, it's Shane.
Shane's got to be Shane. Not taking anything away from Steph, but she kind of gets her butt kicked a lot.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Okay. The thing from Under the Ring. How excited Do you think Vince was telling creative that he was going to crown his son the best wrestler in the world?
Was this a makeup for not giving Shane all those hugs growing up?
I feel like after Shane hit 50, then it was just a makeup.
Maybe.
Bunch of makeups.
The Enforcer, Stevie Bradley, $6.66.
Oh, okay.
Keep an eye out for the Enforcer in 2K19.
So he wants me to draft Arn Anderson.
No, he's telling us, keep an eye out.
Again, that's a wise move.
Matthew Auday every day for W. Steve W. and Butch Bacon for either one.
Here's the thing, man. We got to do this draft live stream on YouTube. Because then people in real time, we can be auctioning off spots.
It's an auction draft now.
Yes!
Oh my god.
Yes. Oh, this is great.
It's a terrible idea.
Oh, it's so bad. Scotty Arms, do you think that Alexa Bliss will be in the WWE Women's title picture again in the next calendar year? Also, do you think she will get the title back before Sasha Banks does? Thanks, guys.
Next calendar year, not unless she moves over to SmackDown. I think Sasha will be in another title program before Alexa Bliss will be. But I don't see Sasha winning it if she's on Raw. Ronda Rousey's going to have that belt for a long time.
I think there's one person who might take that title off Ronda.
Shayna Baszler.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. Oh, the great question is sort of a follow-up to our first Twitter question. Stevie Bradley again. Would you even care anymore if CM Punk came back to fight Shane McMahon for title of best in the world?
Would not.
I would, sure. Because
care less.
No, you wouldn't. Because we'd talk about it. It would boost our views.
Yeah.
It would generate some buzz to see how they would do it. So, yeah, I'd be fine with it. The bloom on CM Punk for me right now is off. But if tomorrow, breaking, CM Punk signed a contract or is in talks to return, yeah, we'd be all over it. We'd be like, okay, well, how are they going to do this?
We'd cover it because it's for the benefit. There's two things. Will we cover it? Yes. Would it benefit us? Yes. Do I care to see it in the ring? God, no.
Why not? He's a good wrestler.
He's a good wrestler.
This isn't like HBK where he's like 50,000 years old.
I understand, but he's still several years removed from his last match. Shane McMahon's not a good wrestler. It's not going to be a great match. I don't care to see it.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about if it was for Shane McMahon. I was just saying in general, like the amount of matches that we can get, like CM Punk versus AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan versus any number of those, the Undisputed Era.
Yeah, but he was asking about fighting Shane McMahon. I don't care to see that.
If it's to fight Shane McMahon, then no, I'm with you. No. If it's like one time only, CM Punk's back. Who's he gonna fight? Shane McMahon.
Don't care.
I don't know. I'd still be like, yeah, okay, whatever. James left. Well, I already talked about that one. He said we should Batista face at Mania if Triple H is out.
It's Triple H or bust.
No, there's plenty of people. Why are you so down on everything today? He's right. You're down today.
I'm not down on everything.
Triple H or bust? Like what? There's a bunch of people.
There's a bunch of people
talked
that'd be
about
an
him
option,
earlier.
but I don't.
Sure.
But I just think from Batista's perspective, he seems like for him it's Triple H or bust.
Said he really likes wrestling. If Triple H isn't available, then I'm sure that he wouldn't mind.
I think it's less about him stepping back in the ring per se, as opposed to telling a good story. I think that's his interest.
I mean, he said he likes wrestling.
I believe he likes wrestling, but part of that is storytelling. I think he wants to tell an interesting story.
Let's see here. Oh, this is a great question. Samuel Bronkowitz. Which scenario would have been the absolute worst booking decision? Inserting Hulk Hogan into the Best in the World tournament finals or the Universal title match?
Universal title match.
Yeah, because Best in the World, we got Shane, so it's kind of like a big who cares anyways.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I love this question. I can get this question all day long because I have no idea. Reggie Brackett. Who would have the higher ceiling if they ever broke up, which I don't think should ever happen, Jimmy or Jey Uso? I don't know. I have no idea. Wouldn't it be literally the exact... I mean, maybe the one that's married to Naomi.
Jimmy.
Yeah, maybe Jimmy because he's married to Naomi.
But he's funny. Jimmy's funny on Total Divas. He's really funny.
Okay. Is Jay not funny?
He's not featured on Total Divas because he's not married to Naomi.
How do you know he's not funny?
Could very well be funny. I mean, he's on the show from time to time, but not to the same extent as
No
Jimmy.
idea.
I think Jimmy did a stand-up thing. It wasn't terrible. I mean, it wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible.
Well, I guess Jimmy has the early odds then, right? Or he's the early front runner for who has the higher ceiling.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe he just steals material from Jay. I don't know.
Don't know.
It's like the same person. Oh, man. Broken Ambulance. Is Braun buried for good?
No.
Or can he get back to the hype he had before?
Yeah, he'll get that belt eventually.
Oh, we can finish on this one. This
All
is
right.
great. Dragon Reborn. Which loser locker room would win at SummerSlam?
Is there
I'm
really
sorry,
a
Survivor Series?
Is there really a loser locker room on SmackDown? Though?
His name is Ty Dillinger.
He's hurt now. He can't. He's in the recovery room. He's not in the loser locker room.
Okay, let's take injuries.
There's what, R-Truth?
Let's take. I wouldn't even call him in the loser.
I
locker
wouldn't
room
either.
at
That's
this
what I'm
point.
saying. There's not really a loser's locker room on SmackDown.
There is. Give me a break. Hold on. Let's see here. SmackDown roster. We might never see anybody from there, but they have to have people on the brand that just aren't on TV.
Yeah, scroll a bit more. There you go.
Male wrestlers. Here we go. Would you consider Aiden English in the loser locker room?
Yeah, maybe. Sanity, maybe.
Oh, Sanity's powerhouse.
And Colognes.
The Colognes.
Club. Or at least Carl Anderson. He seems to be employed just to eat pins, which is a bummer.
So Ty,
I guess.
the Club.
Sin Cara. The Colognes.
The Colognes. And Sanity. That's a really strong losers locker room.
SmackDown's losers locker room wins that.
I think that wins.
Over Kurt Hawkins, Chad Gable.
You put Chad and Bobby Roode in the loser locker room.
Yeah. The Ascension.
Oh man, you're right. Yeah,
totally,
those dudes
totally
just
SmackDown
exist to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, SmackDown wins, man. Sanity's good. They've been doing these Twitter things.
Oh yeah.
I guess just trying to that's probably just them just trying to build some buzz. Probably zero idea what they're gonna.
I know
when they're gonna be back. That's so sad.
It is. It's a bummer.
Yeah. Anyways, we got a post show to do. We're gonna watch. We're gonna watch a Terry Funk death match tonight.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
We got a couple more super chats. Hold on 1 second.
Pay for play.
Josh Little, did you guys get my bracket challenge?
I want to say yes.
All right.
But we'll have to
double check on that.
Look at it again.
Alex Ramirez, Becky versus Seth for Intercontinental title.
Who wouldn't want to see that?
I think that'd be great.
Who wouldn't want to see that?
That'd be great.
I want to see that.
That'd be great.
Anyways, let's get some music here. Hilton, we need some music.
Music, please. Hilton, thank you. Please and thank you.
Weird though. Usually I hear the music. Anyway, that's it for the show. Thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. Patrons, $1 and up. Stay tuned. Right now, if you get to patreon.com/Stephen Larson, $1 and up, you can check out the post show we're going to do about 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to you guys later.
Bye.